Hello survivors, welcome to another Soulstone survivor video. Today we are going to be playing in the void fields and we're going to try and see how well we can do in Overlord cycle. There's the curse option. Again, 20-minute rule. So the way that this rule works, or the way that this works, is we take 20 minutes to see how far we can push the build. There are some builds that can get to like Overlord 14 really quickly that we've done in the past. Unfortunately, they're outdated because we were using Earthquake, and Earthquake was absolutely just disgusting. But we have found, thanks to Fadine, a brand new build that uses or abuses another brittle build. It's kind of funny how every single skill in the game that recently is abusable is brittle. I guess it's just very hard to balance skills that come with that skill typing. So over here we've got Skill Mastery Earth, which is giving us the Quicksand Totem, and then we are using the Demon Hunter with his second weapon to get ourselves the Demonic Portal with Shattered. And we are going to change up the build. Originally we used Bloodlust, but in this case we're going to grab Twin Impact. We're going to grab ourselves not Bloodlust, but we're actually going to grab ourselves the Projectile skill. Which one is it? There's Quicksand Totem. We're gonna grab ourselves the... Oh man, I can't remember the exact name. Not Quick Strike. It applies Dazed and Aptitude. That's the most important thing to know. And we're gonna see how far that goes. Unfortunately, because this doesn't have all the passives from Titan Hunt, we are going to be missing quite a lot of damage that would otherwise have from there. So we'll see what happens and where it goes. Man, not Frag Shot, but we can take Frag Shot anyway because that allows us to gain the aptitude to prowess as well stacks, which we can get now. And then we've already got our Quicksand Totem, still extremely powerful regardless of game mode that you're playing on. And that's going to allow us to do what we are doing. Nice thing about the Demon Hunter, when you're playing on this one, we don't have to move a lot, so we are able to get our Ascension, which is going to increase our critical strike damage as well as our damage overall, so that's going to help us quite a lot. Cast frequency, damage, cast frequency, still looking for the right skill. There it is, Spread Shot's the name. The only reason I go Spread Shot over the Frag Shot is the cooldown reduction, and it just helps us. So that's 2.6, this is 0.6. This is more aptitude, but it doesn't really matter. This has more damage, although that could be something, based on the fact that it's in our inventory. But anyway, the point is that that's going to be our bread and butter, these three skills, and we're going to see how far we can push them in the 20-minute time limit. So let's see, hopefully it does enough. We're going to have to look at getting HP and things like that as well, so that we can scale a little bit of defenses. But other than that, that's pretty good. You can see already we've got two of our demonic portal creatures helping us. I mean, not demonic portal, because that's our ascension. I mean our actual not our ascension, that's our artifact power, the demonic portal. And then we've got our demon creatures, demonic creatures that are helping us out, which is our ascension. Getting mixed up over here with words, but just ignore that. Just know that we're getting stronger. Alright, what we want is we do want this, so damage increase, and then plus, actually all three of these are really good. So there we go, grab the multicast, and everything is physical, so they share all those beautiful stats together. And the only thing we're waiting for, which will definitely help us even further, is going to be stuff like one area of effect, which we'll have to look at, but also grabbing skill chain. But area of effect will be a big thing as well for this. Look at all that beautiful quicksand. Beautiful quicksand. I mean, are we even at 100% visibility? No, we weren't. Something keeps knocking me. I think it's just the portals. Inside standard gameplay, the loot goblins don't have anything to do with anything, which is a bit unfortunate, but I think the developers do plan on adding that at a later stage. But right now they don't do anything other than just appear and give you loot, which is still cool. but not as nice as having them actually provide us with another portal. I think it might be way too strong, because Titan Hunt is a lot tougher than the Void Fields. So if we got like an extra 30 levels for free via the Loot Goblin, I think it will completely break the meta, or, you know, speed runs will become very much more RNG than what they already are. I mean, they're already RNG based, but now imagine you are able to use something like a Loot Goblin. You, the lucky guy who got the Loot Goblin right away, you'll then have so much more to go through, or so many more levels than other people that aren't lucky enough to get it. And then it's more like it boils down to, oh, who can get the Loot Goblin there faster, or who can get the most magnetics so they can get more levels, you know, sort of kind of gameplay. And I don't think that's what is very healthy. I don't know, it's just some weird tangent that I now went on based off of a Loot Goblin. Alright, definitely need more HP. As you can see, we are more HP. As you can see, I'm a poet and I don't even know it. But definitely need more HP. Not as quick as a full totem build, unfortunately. Just having one totem, but I think that's more based on our area of effect more than anything else. So we grab that and the damage increase. It's definitely brittle that's causing a lot of damage here. I'm sure it's bugged and the skill is double dipping into brittle like the earthquake was back in the day. So just add quicksand into the mix and you have a very strong skill again. Go into the red portal, stand at the portal and watch everything lose HP as quickly as it appears. So just stand right here. What we do want is more HP, and we do want area of effect now, because this needs to be over the entire screen. Okay, we do have to move right in the beginning because of these ranged enemies. And as long as our visuals can keep up, so as long as I'm not losing frames, we'll stick to keeping them at full. Go for that. I don't think we need that. We can go cast frequency. We do need a little bit more critical strike chance. And we just need area of effect. I think I'll just grab one legendary next time we get the Divine Legacy to pop. There's area of effect. We can get frequency of the demonic binding. That's okay as well. A little bit more. Multicast. More movement speed. More merciless. There's area of effect. We don't need the area of effect of twin impact and spread shot. We just need it for our quicksand totem. So let's see if we can get some area. So there's area of effect, and there's our projectile to earth, which we want as well. So we didn't re-roll for the +2 over there, just because we did want the plus. But here we go, starting to get those FPS drops now. Pretty funny. I know a lot of you wanted to see what would happen if we keep it up. I don't even think you notice the FPS drop. It just looks like things are still the same with the game. But I can feel it. Like you can feel it. You feel like you in slow motion, if that makes sense. I don't know how else to explain it except for I can feel like I'm in slow motion. Alright, more area of effect. Damage increases, yes. Damage increase for the quicksand. Disarray is fine. Cast frequency. We finally got an aptitude to disarray. It took us, a aptitude to prowess that took us a really long time. So now we get even more damage because of the prowess stacking. We can go for some more cast frequency. We can actually lock the multicast there. That's fine. And does it even help if we go down to any %? I mean, only, not even 0. We're still lagging quite hard, actually. But at least I can see what's happening. I mean, we can't lag if we stand still, right? But then we need some life steal, which we don't have. So we are going to have to slowly slideshow move along the place. This is actually a problem because it makes it take longer than it's supposed to, because the game becomes like a slideshow, things don't lose HP as quickly as they're supposed to. So a good example of that is now when things decide to move the way that they're supposed to, there we go, everything's moving the way it's supposed to. You can actually see their movement is far faster, and therefore it doesn't cause any issues. But if you don't do that, then you get issues being caused. So let's just see how far we can go in the 20 minutes without the visuals, because otherwise it's not a fair representation, because Quicksand Totem just causes way too much drag. And also this way I can actually just AFK, in a sense. We're able to just move out of the way of those kinds of explosions. We can see them now. Literally just moving up and down. Don't even need to grab any. Oh, but that would be a problem actually. So let's just see if we can get more magnetics. We need the skill chain and more area of effect. I'll grab that. Thank you. A little bit more magnetic so that we can get all the XP further away from us. Beautiful. Love to see that. Grab the magnetics again. Reiterating that. Increase the damage of these guys. That's not the one we're looking for. The rare damage increase is much better. Area of effect, and then the magnetic over there. Still not enough. We need enough magnetic that we don't need to move to pick up radius, because there is actually, although the bug was fixed, but there was a coding bug that caused, if there was too much XP on the floor and you picked it up all at the same time, it could cause the game to crash. And we don't want that. Absolutely destroy everything. We should really be picking up as many Merciless as possible as well, because that's going to help us. Let's lock this and reroll. Looking for +2s, thank you. Just get more life, more disarray. Bosses are still absolutely melting. We'll see when we get to about Overlord level 6 how fast they melt, or whether they do actually melt or not, because that's about the best place to check on whether or not you're doing enough damage. If you can beat Overlord very, very fast, then it works. Now we are going to grab more Merciless. We got 456 already, so 468, and there's a reason for this. We are going to gain more as we keep going. We do need demonic portals to go up as well. But the point here is we do have the aptitude that we gain, as well as other things. So there we go, 1296. That does increase our damage substantially as well by having more critical strike damage and just absolutely destroying the bosses and that around us. Ooh, we do get the damage increase that we wanted. Critical strike chance, multicast chance, more lethality, more projectile to earth. And I think for our last round, we'll turn on the visuals. I don't want to do it right now though. Okay, more magnetic is going to help us. That's going to be good. I'm going to take the magnetic. Ah, you see, that's why it's dangerous to do those things, because you don't focus and then you've leveled up too many times and then you screw yourself over. I have a lot of rerolls. Let's just use a couple of them. Armor is actually pretty good. Another loot goblin. We have a lot of rerolls, guys. Take unbreakables, multicast, another magnetic. And then most AoEs that attack the enemy are either pylons or enemies, and because we are able to defeat everything very, very quickly, we don't necessarily have to worry about any of that. So I'm just going to look for damage on quicksand, I guess. That's probably the best thing to do. So look for damage, and then we're also going to look for things that are going to increase our ascension, so their speed and stuff like that. Pick up that, we get a lot of materials. Cast frequency, damage, we don't need this rate to bleed, although maybe we can go to bleed because it's just going to be additional damage, which we don't need, but that does also add additional passives, which we can't or don't want to use either, so there is that too. Just got to move in the beginning just so we don't take free damage, but once we've I guess we need more area of effect because it's not hitting enough enemies. We just need, there we go. We just need to make sure that the next one, next level, will be the level we are looking for stuff. Oh, it wasn't. Oh, it's 175. I can't math. 175, not 170. Okay, now we can focus on that. Got block, aptitude, and now we can reroll. So we're going to look for quantity. We're going to look for skill chain. And multicast works, I guess, but that's not what we need. Okay, let's just go with those two for now. I just remembered you can't find anything for your ascension if you are in the Divine Legacy, and that's what we said we wanted. So I wanted more Divine Legacy stuff. I mean, not Divine Legacy, more Ascension stuff, so they appear more faster and that we get the increased damage from them as well. But I was just a bit silly there. I was like, come on, I'm sure Divine Legacy will give us something. Oh yeah, also area of effect. I said we needed more area of effect. So frequency is going to be good. They appear more often. I don't know where that loop goblin went. I don't even know if we defeated him or not. Block chance, 100% skill chain nearly. And we're probably going to crash the game as soon as we turn the visuals up. I don't know what's going to happen. I mean, as a developer, how would they fix this? They can't unless they change the way that the particles work of the visuals. And I don't think if they do that, it might ruin the skill as well. So they're in a bit of trouble with how to sort out the skill doing the things that it's doing. Overlord 6 will do it. We'll see what we can do. Turn everything up, put ourselves in a time-space continuum, absolutely destroy our PCs for the video, you know. I don't even know if OBS will record this without doing something weird and wonderful, but there we go. We got the area of effect. We got the +2 to it, so we're already on 19 totems. Other people that have had their PCs have like 82 totems, and they were still available. And I mean, PC spec wise, I guess it's because I've got OBS running in the background, so I need a second PC. Donations are welcome. Just joking. But yeah, this is crazy. Alright, we get the damage increase again, so now we get 13 damage increase per available summon. So right now it's only 13%, so now it's gone up to 26%, and it's also a 30% increased critical strike chance. So we're nearly on 2000 critical hit. There we go for that. We can go the expansion. I don't know why we took reroll mastery. It's honestly not that amazing. We're on 100 and... okay, wait. Wait. 0.3 okay. This is going to be the final round, guys. Visuals on 100%. Let us see what happens. I'm just warning you, OBS is probably going to go crazy, so please just be patient. Let's see what happens over here. Overlord 6. Full visuals. Already that's just crazy. Yep, it is definitely a slideshow. And this is why we can't do it on full visuals. It's weird how we're in slow-mo, but damaging skills and things like that aren't. Alright. Let's just speed this up again. I mean, it's taken forever for the bosses just to spawn. Alright. Everything's back to normal now. I couldn't do that. I'm pretty sure that just, like, destroyed OBS as well. There's no way I can do the full wave like that. It's just not gonna happen. That, oh my, oh wait, we actually got lucky enough to get 2 of these at the same time. That's crazy. Also, I don't know how we didn't lose like, die there. How we didn't get defeated is another story. But we got a double XP thing over here. I'm not going to even level up. I don't see... It's actually a triple XP thing. It's kind of crazy that we find them in the Overlord cycles like this, because they take forever to open. But there you go, all of them done in less than a minute. But we're not going to go further because visually it isn't appealing. Let me know what you guys thought about the build. How crazy was that? Hope you enjoyed it. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more videos like this in the future. And always remember, keep safe, survivors. Until next time, cheers.